So I mean, like, they say Jews can't agree on anything, but we're arguing with God here, okay? He's calling it one thing, we're calling it another thing. What's going on? So I had Rav Katz, who's a rabbi, like, they say he would be the Kohen Gadol. He gave an unbelievable answer. He said, why does God call it Chag HaMatzot? Because he's looking at what we did. We took out the matzot, under all the pressure from Egypt, and we slaughtered the lamb, which was the Egyptian god. That was what's our part, and that's what God's focusing on. He's calling it Chag HaMatzot. I remember the time when you did this. And we call it Pesach because this is what God did for us. God skipped over the houses and skipped over the Jewish firstborns and went to the Egyptian firstborn. So we focus on what God did for us. So I just want to acknowledge that, as in what God did for us as a family, that we got to see and live with and experience this quite extraordinary, amazing woman. And I just like to show my appreciation for that. So this year, for the first time in my life, there's going to be that empty chair at the Seder table, and I hope that it's going to be filled by Eliyahu Hanavi, who will come speedily in our days.
Good.
So with that, I'll make the sim, the last Mishnah in Seder Moed. It's Ketzad after the festivals. So a lot of the vessels in the Hamikdash might have come in contact with impurity. So it deals with how they purified the vessels. How would they be careful about the purity in the courtyard? They'd immerse, they'd dip the kalim, they put them in the mikveh, which were in the temple. But be careful not to, they would tell the people, be careful not to impurify the shulchan, because that couldn't be moved, as is learnt out, that the bread had to be on the shulchan all the time, so they couldn't put it in the mikveh. There were secondary and third vessels, there were replacements. If the first ones would become impure at some stage during the festival, during the year, they'd have replacements. All of these vessels required tevilah, except for the two altars, because they learn out to be like ground, and ground is something which can't become impure. And Chachamim give a potential different reason. It's discussed whether it's a different reason or whether they're arguing is because they were covered in gold. Hadron lach seder moed v'seder zerayim v'seder nashim v'seder tara v'hadron chalan. Hadron lach seder moed v'seder zerayim v'seder nashim v'seder tara v'data chalan. Nishim lach seder moed v'seder zerayim v'seder nashim v'seder tara v'lot yishem v'lo ba'alma adem v'lo ba'alma adate. Hadron lach seder moed v'seder zerayim v'seder nashim v'seder tara v'hadron chalan. Data lach seder moed v'seder zerayim v'seder nashim v'seder tara v'data chalan. Nishim lach seder moed v'seder zerayim v'seder nashim v'seder tara v'lot yishem v'lo ba'alma adem v'lo ba'alma adate. Hadron lach seder moed v'seder zerayim v'seder nashim v'seder tara v'hadron chalan. Data lach seder moed v'seder zerayim v'seder nashim v'seder tara v'data chalan. Nishim lach seder moed v'seder zerayim v'seder nashim v'seder tara v'lot yishem לא בעמד דין ולא בעמד דעתי. הרב לאדוני הנגד דברי תורת חלפינו. ולפיפי אותם חמישה ונכולנו, אנחנו תאתנו תאתם חמישה ולמדי שמח ולמדי תורתך לשמע מהבית חכמים ומצוותך כלם הימי פתאמים בחוקך למען לא יבוש. לעולם לא אשכח ברכתך כי בם חייתני. ברך אתה אדוני למדי חוקך, אמן 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 סלע ועד. מודים אנחנו לך אדוני אלוהים אלוהינו ששמת חלקני מיושבי בית המדרש ולא שמת לא מיושבי גרנות, שאני משכימים והם משכימים, אנו משכימים לדברי תורה והם משכימים לדברים בטלים, אנו עמלים והם עמלים, אנו עמלים מקבלים שכר והם עמלים ואינם מקבלים שכר, אנו רצים והם רצים, אנו רצים לחיי העולם הבא והם רצים לבי השחת, שנאמר ואתה עליהם תורידם לבי השחת, אנשי תמים אמר מה לא יחסי אמר ואני אפתח לך, יראה טוב ונחה אדוני אלוהי, כשם שיעזרתנו, נעשה סדר מועד, כך בסדר זרעים, בסדר נשים, בסדר תארת, כך תעזרנו להתחיל סדרים לספרים אחרים, לסיים, ללמוד ללמד, לשמוע ולעשות לקיים את כל דברי תלמוד תורתך באהבה, בזכות כל התנאים לתלמידי חכמים הנזכרים בסדר מועד, בסדר זרעים, בסדר נשים, זה תורה, תעמוד לי לזרי, שלא תמש תורה מפי זרי וזרע זרי עד עולם. קיים בי, ותהלך תנחה אותך, ושלח לך תשמע לך, והקיצות היא תשיחך, כי בי ירבו ימיך, יוסיף לך שנותכם, אורכם בימינה, בשמאלה, משה וכבוד, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו לשלום.
Giskadal, Giskadash, may Rabbo, Mod, to who or see, may Yes Harato, La Ahayo, may Sayo, or Aslako, Yes Hone, La Haye, Olomo, Umif Nay.